Nissan Motor Co Ltd will launch a revamped version of its Leaf electric vehicle, EV, on Wednesday, going head-to-head with Tesla Incorporated's Model 3 and beating off criticism that a limited driving range will dull its mass-market appeal. The new Leaf, on sale in Japan from October 2nd and elsewhere early next year, has a range of about 150 miles, 241 kilometers, on a single charge according to U.S. environmental regulator estimates, up from its predecessor's 107 miles thanks to a bigger, 40 kilowatt-hour battery. Nissan has also given its marquee electric model a sporty facelift in the price tag starting at 3.15 million yen, $28,992.18, and packed it with the latest automated functions including single-lane highway driving and self-parking. But for all the improvements, analysts said the range afforded by the Leaf and other EVs remains insufficient to lure many drivers away from regular cars, particularly in the US, where gasoline prices are historically low, limiting the appeal of EVs to affluent, environment-conscious drivers. Until we see a significant improvement in range and/or economics that feed through to a rise in gasoline prices, EV buyers will be buying for environmental or altruistic reasons, said Janet Lewis, head of Asia Transportation Research at Macquarie Securities. It's still a very niche market. Industry experts said a range of around 250 miles or more at a price of around $30,000 would be needed to see a significant shift to EVs targeting the mass market. The Leaf's range is short of the 220 miles of the base version of Tesla's Model 3, the luxury electric automaker's first foray into more affordable cars, which launched in July with a starting price of $35,000. General Motors Company's Bolt, released last year, runs for about 283 miles and has a price tag of around $37,000. Nissan was one of the first automakers to market an EV to the masses when it launched the first Leaf in 2010, helping the Leaf become the world's biggest-selling, all-battery car. The Leaf and the Zoe, its sister model developed by alliance partner Renault SA, dominate the global mid-sized EV market in cumulative sales, but industry experts said the Model 3 will highlight the Leaf's shorter range. As Tesla has entered the mid-sized EV market, Nissan will have to compete on functions other than battery range, like automated functions to stay on top of the market, said Takeshi Miyato, managing director of consultancy Carnorama. Just over 2 million EVs were registered worldwide as of 2016, according to the International Energy Agency, comprising a sliver of the more than 80 million vehicles sold last year. To date, Nissan has sold 280,000 Leafs since its launch in 2010, while the Zoe has sold 80,000 units since launching in 2012.
At glitzy, near simultaneous ceremonies in Tokyo and Las Vegas, Nissan just dramatically pulled the wraps off its 2018 Leaf. The global unveil was live-streamed from Japan on a huge screen, before Nissan showed off red, white, and blue models, in the flesh, on stage in Las Vegas. Since its 2011 introduction, the Leaf has reigned as the world's best-selling fully electric car, but new rivals like the Chevrolet Bolt EV and Tesla Model 3 threaten to swipe its throne. Nissan hopes this revamped model, with a mainstream makeover, some semi-autonomous capability, 150 miles of range, and a starting price under $30,000, before the $7,500 federal tax credit, will put it back on top. Fully electric vehicles may account for less than 1% of new car sales in the US, but competition for the steadily growing market is getting increasingly fierce, with each new vehicle launch stepping up the benchmark for range, price, tech, or all three. Chevrolet delivers a remarkable 238 miles of range with a $37,500 Bolt EV. Tesla has taken enough pre-orders for the similarly priced Model 3 to cover an entire year of production. Volkswagen is giving the e-Golf a bigger battery, and Hyundai's releasing an all-electric Ioniq, vastly increasing the choice for exciting, affordable electrics. So if Nissan wants the Leaf to stay in the competition, it's got a lot of work to do. The original Leaf, an all-electric, 5-door hatchback, was groundbreaking as a usable, mass-market electric car. Regular people could buy it from normal dealerships, and drive around the city or on freeways without fear of being slowpokes, always in search of a charging outlet. Nissan sold over 283,000 of them globally, and over 112,000 in the US. What everyone points towards Tesla for inspiration, Nissan has done for accessibility for EVs, says electric car advocate Chelsea Sexton. In its heyday, the Leaf racked up automotive awards, including the 2011 European Car of the Year, the 2011 World Car of the Year, and the 2011 to 2012 Car of the Year Japan. But now, it trails the Bolt and Tesla's Models S and X in US sales, according to new figures from car sales analyst Edmunds. So the new Leaf has more power, range, and tech, for a slightly reduced base price. The electric motor puts out 147 horsepower, a 38% bump over the outgoing model. Torque is up 26% to 236 pound-feet. Nissan says its improved, 40 kWh lithium-ion battery pack is more energy-dense and stores more power in the same footprint. The automaker hasn't revealed 0 to 60 mph figures yet, but, like all electric cars, the Leaf should feel zippy off the line. Wired will be driving the new car on Wednesday, so stay tuned for a review. Perhaps most importantly, the 2018 Leaf looks good. The droopy, goofy curves have been replaced by a more angular look that fits well with the rest of Nissan's model range. The V-shaped grille is closed off with a blue 3D mesh pattern. Electric cars don't need radiators there because they don't have engines to cool. The roof appears to float on blanked-out pillars. The Leaf was the original polarizing aesthetic design of its generation, says Sexton, who consulted with Nissan on future products. For some buyers, driving a car that screamed I'm an EV was a plus, a way to let the neighbors know they were part of the future. But as EVs catch on, the trend has shifted away from the ostentatious. Nissan calls this new design language cool tech attitude. Inside, blue stitching reminds forgetful passengers this is, in fact, an electric car. There's a big touch screen, of course, and all touchable surfaces are wrapped in high-end feeling finishes. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are included. It's all good stuff, but there's nothing here that matches the promises, and accompanying headlines, of the Bolt and Model 3. The Leaf's range is lower than the competition's. Its tech is good but not Tesla quality. It is, however, a good deal cheaper, and Nissan has a track record of building and delivering EVs at a mass scale. It's also planning a longer-range version of the car for 2019. The question for the Japanese automaker is whether US consumers will be satisfied with less, if it means they pay less. The market is pretty small, and still growing, so there's space to see different strategies to play out, says Stephanie Brinley, automotive market analyst at IHS Markit. So maybe Nissan isn't going after the superlatives, choosing instead to play the adult in the room, the one making a really good, practical, affordable, electric car. And there's merit in that. You'll be able to vote with your own money when the car goes on sale early 2018.
You would expect a newly refreshed model to do well, but the upgraded 2018 Subaru WRX and WRX STI performance models are down considerably in their first month after arriving in showrooms. Subaru of America reports the sport-tuned WRX and performance-tuned WRX STI sedan saw their biggest drop this summer, down 20.9% for the month of August. Where is the fourth-generation model heading? The numbers don't lie. Sales of the WRX STI have been slipping backward this summer and were also down 10.8% in July and slipped 15.2% in June. It's now a trend. What's up with the WRX STI? We've written a lot about what Subaru needs to do with the WRX and WRX STI sedans. Performance fans want a new WRX STI hatchback body style. Honda just launched the new Civic Type R hot hatch that's doing well right out of the gate, and the Subaru performance models could get left behind. Sedans are slipping in popularity across all automakers' lineups as consumers want crossovers and SUVs, and Subaru fans want a 5-door model for its greater utility and versatility. Enthusiasts are asking why Subaru offers the Impreza compact with a hatch, but not the WRX STI? Good question, but we don't have an answer. Longtime WRX STI fans are also asking why the WRX gets the newly updated 2.0-liter FA20 direct injection turbo (DID) boxer engine, and the STI still uses the aging 2.5-liter EJ25 power plant. While the internals have been upgraded, the STI's EJ25 has just 5 more horsepower than the model that was first introduced in the US in 2004. The Japanese automaker has upgraded the suspension, brakes, interior, technology and interior materials in the newly refreshed 2018 Subaru WRX STI, but not the engine. It's still the best performance sedan for the money in America, but Subaru needs to bring back the hatch and upgrade the boxer engine in the WRX STI. September will be the first full month of the new 2018 STI, and we'll see if the trend continues. Stay tuned.